Hey guys, this is Mitchell Buds with the Misunderstood Podcast. I want to thank you for listening to the show and sharing the show with your friends, coworkers, and family, and whoever you run into. It is free, no reason not to share it. You can stream the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and Podbean. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and visit misunderstoodpodcast.com. The show has continued to grow each week, and that is because of you. So we thank you for sharing, and be sure to let us know what you think of the show.
From the Misunderstood Studio, located in Salem, Illinois, this is the Misunderstood Podcast. And as always, the soy of Illinois, Andy Thomason, with Amber Wyrick providing middle ground between the guys. And now, he's constantly fixing things, only for new things to break, Mitchell Buds.
All day long, fixing things for them to break. We're talking about Hispanic butts a second ago. We'll get back into that. But thanks for tuning in and sharing the show with your friends, and for tuning into this show. How you doing, Andy?
I'm pretty darn good.
And we got Amber.
Nice and dandy, like cotton candy.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard that one. Now, we'll go back into the fixing things to break things, but tell everybody what you was saying about.
Oh gosh.
Because
I didn't think he was serious.
First, you asked me if I noticed something, and then I'm like,
oh my gosh! I don't know why you guys are making me say this. Okay,
it's not bad.
It's not. I mean, it's not bad, but it kind of. Like
it's an observation you have made.
This is an observation that I have made, and that observation. Oh, gosh, I don't know if I can freaking say this.
You've said a lot worse.
Off the air. Okay. The observation that I made is that
if you don't want to say it,
I don't want to say it.
You want to write it down so I can say it?
I'll write it down so Mitchell can know, because then people will know. Okay, so the observation that I made was: have you guys ever noticed? Sorry, oh my God.
Never heard you have so much trouble trying to say something.
Well, anyways, how do I put this?
Are you planning on running for president one day, or can you do that since you're half Asian?
I can.
Okay.
Just because I'm born here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you? Gosh dang it, Mitchell! Have you ever noticed that?
I mean, I'm all about making people uncomfortable, but if it's really that bad,
this is pretty uncomfortable for me to say. I feel
like
the air.
If I remember what you said, I feel like I've said a lot worse.
Okay. All right.
I can go ahead.
Have you ever noticed that men of a certain background are highly interested in women above a certain weight?
Wow, that's a very politically correct way to say it.
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Now you can the listeners can figure out.
Yes, so there you go, listeners. There's a little Mad Lib for you or whatever. Put it together. There are men of a certain background that really are attracted to women over a certain weight, and
men of a certain culture.
Yeah, culture, background, whatever. I mean, there's sometimes guys that grew up in that background. They may not necessarily be born that way, but since they grew up in that,
it's because of the wall.
Can we analyze something though? Like, are you talking about African American or Hispanic or both?
Oh my gosh!
Because I see that in both. But you know what's funny? I don't feel like anything you said is bad. I feel like it's the truth. And if somebody wants to argue that point, then please argue with me on this. You never see like skinny women seeking large men, as in fat men.
No. Yeah. Okay.
And I think it's now. I know if you're going the Hispanic side, I have noticed this.
Okay, so earlier I said that it was Hispanic men that seem to like fairly large women that I've noticed. That's not all. I'm not saying that's all of them, but a lot.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with large.
No, there isn't.
So you shouldn't feel bad about saying that.
No,
because it'd be like saying some guys like blondes.
I guess
it's not derogatory.
I mean, depending on how you use.
I think it all depends on how people are going to take this. And I don't really care if somebody gets offended by that. So it's the truth. If somebody I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Andy, I can tell you're very uncomfortable.
A little bit.
You feel better now, though? Like, you set your bar a little bit higher on insults and things like that. I could say so many things about what
Now,
you
me
just
personally,
about
I don't like super skinny women.
said. No
Like,
thigh gap.
No thigh gap. I'm not interested in the thigh gap.
What's this super skinny girl?
Thigh gap.
Thigh gap.
Yeah. I'm not interested in the thigh gap.
Okay.
If she looks like
Like a 12-year-old legs.
yeah, that made it even worse.
Well, that's what like thigh gap girls.
If she looks like it, no, the thigh gap is.
Yeah, I think thigh gap is the best way to describe it. If
Yeah.
she's got thigh gap, then I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So looks like
Do I have thigh gap? Am I too skinny?
I don't know.
No.
Am I too, okay. all right.
No, it's more thigh gap. The society as we know it has changed. When I was in high school, I feel like everybody was interested in the thigh gap. And as time went on, everybody said, no, it's the thicker girls.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Well,
I was never interested in the thigh gap.
I was, back in,
This is a guy thing, obviously.
yeah, I guess, but,
Not
I mean,
just-
Oh my gosh, you
that's-
guif you're making all the women insecure tonight. They're
Well,
going
here's the
all looking
thing.
in their mirror right now, seeing if they got a gap.
well, if they do, then I'm interested. No, or if they don't have a gap, then I'm interested. But, back in the day of like Marilyn Monroe and stuff like that, the girls that were not necessarily like
More curvy.
Yeah, more curvy was that was what people were looking for. Whereas nowadays, people are looking for like a size 0 or something.
They are now.
Well, at least it was whenever I was in high
Yeah.
school, and
I know what you're
it's just
saying.
it's not.
What about skinny guys and fat guys then?
I don't. I guess it. No, I'm not.
You're not into skinny guys?
I'm not into skinny guys. I like them a little bigger.
A little thicker.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Trailing back to the now that Andy got his racial slurs out of the way for the week.
Meow, meow.
Racial- Did I tell you? Did I tell you that I did find out? I found a new racial slur the other day. Like me personally. Did you know that you can't say the term squaw anymore?
Oh, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Off
did,
air.
Did I? Well, now I'm saying it on the air.
Yeah.
Gosh. Darn it. Anyways, you can't say the term squaw anymore because now it's racially offensive, and the term squaw is a female Indian. But it seems to be.
Did that mean bitch?
No, not necessarily. I mean,
Just
so
like
whenever
chick. Probably like saying chick.
whenever I hear the
Yeah.
word squaw, I think of there's this movie I like. It's called Coal Miner's Daughter. There's this part where it's about Loretta Lynn. There's a part where her dad tells her mom, "Going up there, honey, show 'em your squaw dance," and she starts dancing or whatever, and it's really funny and whatnot. But now I don't remember what drove me to look up the term squaw, but for some odd reason I ended up looking that up, and I found out it's actually a racial slur. So you can't say squaw. So you may have to bleep that out a couple times.
We'll be sure not to use that word tonight.
Worried about
Yeah,
it.
right. Write it down. Mitchell's writing it down so he doesn't forget. Note to self: don't call that lady a squaw.
So, I call people bad names in my head all the time.
I think everyone does.
Yeah, it's a lot. Now, today I was doing it more so towards my truck. I have this thing that happens to me quite frequently. Going back to, and Andy, what's
What are you trying to say? No.
I'm thinking about squalls.
You call me a squaw?
Jap flaps.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking. Okay,
I
so
can say that because I'm Asian.
I have things happen to myself all the time when it comes to mechanic stuff. So it's like I worked on my truck last weekend, and it's a constant battle of I will fix things on it myself usually, and then give it just a couple days and something else is going to break.
Excuse me.
And it's nothing related to what it was that I fixed the first time.
Okay.
It's also not, if I take it to a shop and they work on something, give it a couple days and something else will break. It's like I have these gremlins in my garage or something
You're
that
letting
really
them loose when you touch
mess
them.
around with things. So like today, I worked on my truck, and today I leave to go to work, and I hear this like ticking noise. Like the faster I go, the louder it ticks from my rear end. Are you okay?
Yeah. Like
I was making sure you
having a
wasn't.
lot of gas right now.
Okay. And
You were saying you hear ticks from your rear end?
rear end of the truck.
Oh, of the truck. Okay.
It's like, and so I open up the door, and I'm
You
hearing
hear ticks from your own rear end. You need,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to see the doctor, not a mechanic.
So I open up my door as I'm going down the road, and I hear it, and it sounds like metal on metal, and I'm like, good God, what is wrong with this thing? Already taking the boys to school, already running late, run back. So then it turns to this deal where Brittany needs to go to Evansville in her car, can't get the ladder in the car because the boys are in the car, and they need to go to school. And then it's raining when I get to Evansville, and I need to do these roofs and stuff like that.
Dang.
So, anyways, I'm not for sure why I'm getting into like my daily troubles, but it's more of the mechanical side. So, am I the only one that does proper maintenance on my vehicle and fixes things on my vehicle only to turn around and prepare myself to fix more things that have nothing to do with the things that I just fixed? So, even from a maintenance thing, I've taken things that have the maintenance done, and then something breaks. Like my steering cable, my shifter cable broke a 2 or 3 months ago. Like I go to put it in drive, and it did nothing. And so I had to have that fixed at a dealer. And then all of a sudden my blinker doesn't work. I've been spending so much time on this blinker issue. I've changed bulbs, all the bulbs multiple times. Like the blue bulbs
The blue
are lighting
balls
right
are
now.
lighting up.
And the other day, I was in, because what it is, I flip my right blinker on. My left blinker's fine. Flip my right blinker on, it's like it seems like I'm really anxious to turn right. And the other day when I was in St. Louis,
Come on, guys.
All excited.
yeah, when I was in St. Louis, I had my blinker on, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's working. Like, it fixed itself. And I do this a lot. It's like a dream come true. I have things break, and I always think in my head, like there's this magical thing that's going to happen. Tomorrow, I've literally worked on things and couldn't get them to work, and then I go to bed thinking, tomorrow I'm going to walk out here, and it's going to work on its own. It's going to fix itself on its own.
And it does.
No, it never does.
Oh, it
But I
doesn't.
thought the
Okay.
blinker did that.
Oh.
And then the moment I got my phone out to record it, I flipped the blinker, and me going on the interstate, people had to think I was drunk or something. Because I was
Yeah.
like, left blinker, okay, it's still working. It's never not worked. Right blinker, it's working.
Oh, you were the guy who was cussing out in front of me doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, recording. Break out my phone to record it, and nothing. Now, you guys are going to really enjoy this.
I think your truck is talking to you.
Well,
I think he's trying to send you messages.
she,
She.
you know,
Gee.
her name's Ophelia.
That's right, Ophelia.
Now,
The big black truck is talking to you.
yeah, not to be a racial slur. Maybe that is, yes, granted, that sounds like a black woman's name, and it is a black truck. But
How about Queen Latifah?
no, ooh, no,
obvious.
don't say it. Don't say it, Mitch. Don't say it. I was getting ready to say, have I ever no, I can't. I cannot go there. I just can't.
Okay, back to the
Oh,
truck.
yeah. Okay.
I can't go there. Okay, now, funny story to add to my McDonald's hate. Okay, I don't even know if I told you about this, Andy.
I feel like we're just tacking on poor McDonald's.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't heard anything from anybody that works at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in St. Louis. I gotta go to the bathroom. I pull into this McDonald's, and did I tell you about this, Amber?
No, I don't think so. You said you had an issue again.
Okay.
McDonald's.
So I get to this McDonald's and I park, and I really gotta go to the bathroom. And I walk in the door, and there's like day laborers, again, not a racial slur, day laborers slapping
How
down.
would that even be racial
Well,
slur?
like, never mind. They're like slapping down mortar, laying down tile. The guy following with the little spacer spacing out. I'm like, man, it's kind of odd that they're doing this during business hours. Whatever. And I keep walking through the store, like having to walk around buckets of mortar, and there's like a guy hanging drywall next to the soda machine.
Were they open?
Well, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
And the more I walked through there, I was like, I really don't feel like I'm supposed to be in here. And I was walking towards the bathroom. You can see they're working in that area. And I finally asked a worker, I said, hey, can I like be in here? He's like, oh, no, you can't. What? No, you can't be in here. You need to get out. And I said, well, I'm already in here. Can I just go to the bathroom? No, you cannot be in here. And I said, well,
do you speak English?
Okay. Sort of. He said, or I said, can we maybe, maybe I'm weird, but can we maybe like put a sign on the doors? Buy like have
it
somebody,
might be just me.
Yeah,
but
pay somebody to make a little banner, put it in the parking lot, like sorry for the inconvenience. We're remodeling the inside, drive-through only. And he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so I walk outside, then I decide, you know what? There's another door. Maybe they put the note on the other door. So I walk around the building just to go to the other door. No sign.
Okay.
No sign. So I was once again mad at McDonald's because I felt I was inconvenienced.
I'm just every time
I'm picturing all this in my mind.
Yeah, and I'm imagining him going up to the window or the other door and seeing there's no sign, and then getting down on his knees and shouting, "Curse you, McDonald's!"
Yeah.
Just peed on the door.
Yeah, I should.
That would have been funny.
Yeah,
and just look the guy dead in the face.
Yeah,
and be like, "This is for you."
Yeah. Like if they're putting in the soda machines, or I got the water drain line that goes to the sewer, just pee right there on the floor.
You could have done a circle with an X through it, no pee there.
Circle, yeah. Pee their names on the floor. No, and I think that we should sometime get somebody from McDonald's, like a manager, in here. Maybe make that a part 2 series, because that could go pretty deep. Now,
who do you think you are?
Now, Andy, I would like to get you, since you're like a food critic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in Subway.
Okay.
And also you, Amber, I want your input on this. The lady in front of me got a cold meat sandwich,
like
as some people say. Huh?
Cold cut combo?
Yeah, it was just cold meat on bread and with cheese and lettuce and stuff like that. And she goes, yeah, give me the mayo. I was like, of course, I'm a people watcher, and the lady puts the mayo in there, and she's like, no, extra mayo. Okay, more mayo. And then she goes, just put some more mayo.
Oh my gosh.
And I was sitting there thinking, good God. I mean, she's just
the whole canister.
Blowing all this mayo all over the sandwich. And anyways, then she goes, oh, salt and pepper. And I'm like, God dang, heavy on the mayo with salt and pepper. I can see, okay, let's wrap this up.
If it was me, I would...
No, it gets better.
Okay, go ahead.
No, this is where I want your input. Then, after the salt and pepper, she goes, oh, and some vinegar. Threw a bunch of vinegar with the mayo, and
so have some meat with the mayo.
Yeah,
yeah, but why the vinegar?
Would you like some more sandwich with your mayo? Yeah,
drowned in the vinegar.
I'm trying to imagine. Maybe it's something I need to order and try. But I'm trying to imagine the vinegar and mayo mixture.
It's probably because mayo is.
Some people do.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of mayo, just because. For multiple reasons. I'm just not normally a fan of mayo. So
are you a fan of Miracle Whip?
No, I am not.
Did you know where Miracle Whip was invented?
Salem.
Yep.
Salem, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean,
now that you say that.
Well, a lady made it at a restaurant or something?
Mm-hmm. And fun fact, Miracle Whip was originally made as a dessert topping.
Oh.
Yep.
That's gross.
Yep, tis.
Well, they use it in the Waldorf salads.
Yeah.
Waldorf salad?
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Waldorf.
What is that?
Waldorf. W-A-L-D.
Yeah, but I mean, what's in it?
It's the apples, grapes, nuts.
Yeah.
It's like a German thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But a lot of people at potlucks make it.
Yeah, it's something gross that I always pass over just because I know it's got Miracle Whip in it.
Which is kind of weird to put Miracle Whip on apples.
Yeah. But anyways, so point back to where I was saying, I'm not a fan of Miracle or mayo, but from what I know of it, it does have sort of a sweeter taste.
Mm-hmm.
So my assumption is that she likes the sweet mixed with the bite of that vinegar. Because I do like, I like a little bit of, sweet and savory in one bite, but I don't know. That would I'm just imagining.
Little heaven, little hell.
Yeah, I'm just imagining. Yeah. You talk about my Friday night right there, pal.
Date night.
Yeah, but
go ahead and lay down in bed, honey. I got the mayo and the vinegar ready.
What I was gonna say, whenever you when you was talking about her telling whoever to slather that mayo on there, if I was standing behind her. And I would have butted in, and I would have told that whoever was putting mayo on, now arch your back and look back at me mean.
I wanted to scream out. I literally, in my head, I was wanting to scream out, God help you. I don't know who else can help you. That'd be really funny to mess with the Subway workers, like tell them to do things while dressing your sandwich.
Yeah.
What kind of things are you
I don't know,
about?
just like he said, like arch your back and
like, can you turn a little bit more to the left?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One time my older brother and I went to McDonald's and we asked him where the nearest Burger King was in the drive-thru.
Wow.
And the guy actually told us where it was from like the speaker thing. He was like, I believe it was actually my older brother who was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and the guy was like, welcome to McDonald's, how may I help you, whatever. And he was like, yeah, hey, I'm not wanting anything, I just want to know, is there a Burger King here in town?
Oh.
And the guy was like, are you serious? And we was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out of here, and you're gonna turn right, and you're gonna keep going to where Walmart is. And he's like, oh yeah, we know where Walmart. He's like, dude, it's like right in front of it. He's like, oh yeah, all right, thanks. And we left.
It'd be funny just to go on down the line of other restaurants. Well, is there an Arby's?
Yeah.
Where's that one at? Just go in for a
See how long till somebody breaks the chain.
Yeah.
Now, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this. Andy, you probably do, but the McDonald's distribution place in Lebanon. You guys ever seen it? Did you know that you can buy stuff wholesale there?
No.
Which
like
distribution place?
Bags of it's off of 50. Like if you're going towards Fairview Heights, it's right there in Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, you can buy McDonald's wholesale.
What?
Like anybody can walk in and buy?
Yeah, like bags of burgers, bags of fries, chicken nuggets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's about as good news as when I found out you can go to Long John Silver's and get a bag of Crunchies for free.
What? Mine was a total lie, but I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. If you go to, for the most part,
Are you lying or not?
Yeah, no, you can't do that. But I was thinking the other day, like they should do that. I mean, it's
That's
right
funny.
there.
That's funny.
That reminds me of the time you told us about the breakfast buffet at McDonald's.
Yeah, when Andy was much younger, him and Ryder Chambliss, I was like, hey guys, it was in Fairfield. I was like, hey, go to McDonald's here in town. It's one of the only ones, but they do a buffet, but they don't advertise it. Like you just order the buffet. There's a select number of things on the menu, and it's all you can eat. They just keep giving it to you all you can eat. But anyways, go ahead. What happened?
So what happened was, we was 16, so and he
gullible.
Yeah, and so anyways,
and they thought I was a Christian. That's what he was getting ready to say.
Yeah,
they thought they're like, oh, he loves the Lord, and
he doesn't lie.
We was like, he's one of the youth. He's one of the youth volunteers. He'd never lie to us, and so we went to
Wayne County's biggest liar, though.
Mm-hmm.
We went to McDonald's, and thankfully Ryder was standing in front of me. Otherwise, I would have looked like the fool. But what happened was my buddy Ryder. We walked in like, oh man, we're gonna clean this place up. We're gonna shut them.
Proud.
Yeah, we're gonna shut this mother down. And so, so we walk in there, and my buddy Ryder, we're all real confident, and he walks up to the counter, and the lady's like, how can I help you? Or she says like, what can I get for you? And my buddy looked at her like she was an idiot. Like, what else would I want? And he was like, well, I want the buffet.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, what? He's like, I want the buffet. And she's like, we don't have a buffet. And then he like real
My
calmly,
youth leader said you did.
well, he really calmly like leans back to me and whispers in my ear, Mitchell lied to us. And I was like, thank God he was
so
standing
good.
in front of me. But
All right, I have a question.
Okay.
Yes.
So would you rather question?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be Amber's new thing that she does.
Amber
I
asked,
love would you rather games.
I do too.
I've been doing it for a while, but
I haven't played it
Aaron.
whenever I was in high school. When I was in high school, they wasn't very friendly.
Appropriate.
Yeah,
You know, you say was a lot, like
was.
not in the right.
Instead of, like,
grammatical-
were?
Yes.
Does that drive you
It's
nuts?
starting to bug me. I think we need to work on that.
When was? No, that's right.
I
when
was.
I say there's wrong.
Wait.
No, it's not. I were.
No, you say was when you should say were.
Okay.
A lot.
I say they're wrong.
There.
No, I say there. Like sometimes it should be
You
with the
say
I.
it?
No, I say it wrong. Yeah. Like I say there, but I meant with the I versus the ERE.
There.
The only time.
There.
Okay.
No, just there.
The only time.
I'm just
The only time it should be were was if we said we.
Word.
Because I
Yeah, you
was. or
say we was a lot.
We
That's
was.
what you do.
I never
Was.
noticed that.
We
Thanks,
were.
Amber.
Sure. I'm not making you feel bad.
No.
Okay, good. I'm
Proceed.
just trying to help you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Would
Would
you-
you rather lick someone else's armpit or have someone lick your armpit?
Oh gosh.
Depends on if alcohol's involved.
No alcohol.
Question:
Okay,
Do
so
they
these
have
are
peanut
sober.
butter in their armpit?
No, just like a normal armpit.
Wait a minute.
Whose
Male
armpit?
or female?
Yeah.
If
there you
I'm
go.
licking one, is it a female's or is it a male?
Which do you prefer?
Obviously a female.
Female.
Is
Well,
it no hair? Or
no
because-
hair.
Okay. Well, let's
Maybe a
start
little.
with.
Nobody wants to get a short hair caught.
What if she hasn't shaved in like 3 days?
That's a little like licking 2,000 grit sandpaper. I'd go with that.
If
Okay.
she hasn't shaved in 3 days, chances are she
and we're
hasn't
talking
showered
about
in 3
armpits
days.
here.
I know. I'm trying to analyze this. If she hasn't shaved in 3 days, chances are she hasn't showered in 3 days because most of the time they shave when they shower. So that means that you're going to get a little bit of vinegar in that.
So would you rather lick theirs or have them lick yours?
I think I would rather have someone lick my armpit.
I think I would do the same.
Yeah, I don't want to taste somebody's armpit.
Yeah.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Give us a couple more.
All right. Would you rather be really hairy or completely bald?
Bald. Yeah.
I feel like
I go ahead. I just don't.
you know. I
It doesn't
honestly.
take a lot of thought. Just answer it.
Yeah, it does.
Well,
Amber.
we need to analyze these.
Yeah.
I am not a hairy person. Now I kind of would. I don't want to be a hairy person.
You don't want to be.
No, I like to
You've
keep
never
the hair
shaved
on
your
my
back?
head. I
Yeah,
don't think
that's-
there's any back hair.
That's my own. That's my only thing. Is it's like I know I've been bald before, and I don't like my head shape.
yeah,
So-
I don't like that either.
Not everybody can wear a bald head.
No, I
No.
can't either. I can't do
Some
that.
can.
You know what though? I will say bald because I can always wear a hat.
That's true. Yeah,
Bald.
Yeah.
I'm going with bald.
All right. And then your eyebrows. Because your eyebrows can make up for.
Get them
Like-
tattooed.
Yeah, I'll get them tattooed on. There you
All right, you want me to do another one?
go. Yeah,
Sure. These are fun.
yeah.
Okay, here's more of a thoughtful one. Would you rather have one wish granted today or 3 wishes granted 5 years from now? So in other words, do you have impulse control issues or can you prolong gratification?
Do you ask your patients this stuff?
I
Okay.
would do the one wish today, and I would wish that it was 3 years from now, so I can make the 3 wishes later.
I would do the wish for today because, like, you're supposed to live, quote unquote, you're supposed to live like there is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's true.
What if tomorrow doesn't come?
Exactly.
Right.
And
It's like
You only have today.
Yeah.
because I landed 30, and I've always said I'd never make it to 30.
Oh,
Now-
yeah. Mitch had a birthday.
yeah.
Aaron McCormick, my friend, he's actually gonna.
birthday, Mr. President.
The only way that would make it a little more awkward is if you rubbed your belly button while singing it.
Happy birthday to you.
Is that from a movie?
Marilyn Monroe, come on.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, she
Good
was a
guy.
fan of Kennedy. I
Yeah.
mean, he liked the
Oh,
curvy
yeah.
girls too. Now,
Does she have hairy armpits?
Probably not,
No.
man. She had to be. She was slicked up like a porn star. All right, let's move along. No, what was I? What was I supposed to answer?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What would your wish be then?
Live like tomorrow, like no tomorrow.
So you would make a wish today.
Yes.
Oh, what I wanted to say about turning 30. Aaron said something very good. He texted me. He's like, he's going to be on the show this week as well, talking about conspiracy theories, which I'm very excited about. He said, congratulations, brother, you made it to 30. It maybe wasn't very graceful, but you made it. I was like, that's very appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, my wish, you're supposed to live like there's no tomorrow. My wish today would be,
Can we wish for more wishes?
Can we do that?
Anything you want.
I would wish for more
I
wishes.
feel like maybe that's being selfish.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, you have a heart.
Golly. What would I wish for? Probably Marshall not to be autistic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But at the same time...
Nope, you already did it.
He
wish for more wishes.
Let's always rule out what you first just said.
At the same time, that makes him who he is, and I'm afraid that would change him. I mean, he just is who he is now. Obviously, I can't.
Yeah.
Nope.
A
But
certain part of it is what you would wish away.
yeah. Second wish to that would be probably more wishes.
Yep. You always wish for more wishes. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that. This one time I had an interview at a job, and the person asked if I had a superpower, what superpower would it be? And oddly enough, I have thought about this many times in my spare time. And
I think about a lot of things. You're
I do.
come up with some weird stuff.
Yeah. So, it paid off because I got the job with this answer. I said, that's simple. My superpower would be to clone superpowers so I can have all superpowers.
Like the controller of all the superpowers.
Who asked you? What job was this?
It was at a bank.
They asked you that?
Yeah.
You told me this.
Yeah.
So that was at the interview, one of the questions.
Yeah.
That was a legitimate interview question.
That's a good, because when I got hired at Hella, they asked me what traits do I bring to the table that would make me a good employee, and I didn't know what else to say, and literally I said my mom says I have a good personality. And they thought that was hilarious. And my boss at that time, he told me after I got hired, he's like, you had a good interview, but he said, seriously, when you said that, I knew right then, this is the guy. This is the
I
guy.
don't care what his qualifications or lack thereof are.
Yeah, he's getting the job.
Yeah. The best thing I ever did that got me a job was, I don't know if it actually got me the job, but it got me the interview at least. In my resume, I used to have that I was Time Magazine's 2006 Person of the Year.
Mm-hmm. And you was. So was you, Amber.
It's true, because in 2006, Time Magazine made everyone Person of the Year.
Oh, that's fun.
That's so good, dude. I need to update my resume and put that on there.
Put that for your Facebook picture.
It's
you on a Time Magazine cover.
And jobs are funny I was thinking today, okay? I want to get your guys' thoughts. This is kind of serious, so prepare yourself.
Okay.
I deal with a lot of contractors in my job. A lot of these guys are general contractors. And they get paid off of commission, okay? And they make my life a pain in the ass sometimes. And
sometimes it's a very good feeling in that area.
Well,
it's not a pain.
Right.
As long as the pain is even. You don't want pain on one side, not the other.
Is that it?
You gotta have it even if you have OCD.
Okay, yes.
It's like, you hit that one cheek, I hit the other.
One.
So
Mom gives you a spank. Please hit my other side.
My theory is, I started the processing through my head today. People that work on commission can sometimes be, and that's typically sales, but there's a lot of contracting positions that are commission based. That is usually an avenue to be a little bit sketch. Naturally. You have to be. And it creates so much turmoil for everybody else. The buyer in particular, or the person that you're working with as like an insurance adjuster, things like that.
The customer.
Yeah. So it really, I don't ever see a whole lot of good in it. And most of these guys usually complain because they don't make that much money and they really want this roof called so they can, if they get this roof called and I pay for the roof and they're getting their 5% of the roof's RCV, or actual cash value, whatever, replacement cost value, whatever it ends up being. And then I was thinking today, it would make my life a lot easier and more enjoyable if these guys were paid a salary and they weren't chasing down money.
Yeah.
And I think it would be the same way with car salesmen. Nothing against car salesmen. I know some really good car salesmen. But could you imagine going and if there's a car salesman that's making $60,000 a year? And he doesn't have to sell you the car.
Gotcha.
He's going to be honest about the car.
Yeah.
He's not going to try and sell you, a piece of crap used one. They're going to quit throwing out the lines of, my wife has one of these and we loved it, or because there's one time I dealt with a car salesman in Evansville and I wanted to be like, dude, your wife has owned all the vehicles. Don't lie. But it's interesting to think about how the sales process or buying process would go if people were paid a legitimate salary and there was no pressure, no incentive that they had to sell this.
Yeah.
What do you think it would change?
Well,
it would just change the process.
It would change the process.
How they
I think it would.
customer.
I think it would actually, for me as a buyer, would make me feel better. Because I'm pretty cautious of salespeople, like car salesmen. Because it's like, I'd almost rather go look at a car and they say, "Do you like it?" And I'd say, "Yeah." "Do you want to buy it?" "Yes." And I'd feel better rather than hearing their whole spiel on this vehicle.
And you know what bugs me though is when you go to buy something, whether it's a car or something else, that somebody will start in on why you should like it, what it's about, and they haven't even stopped to ask you, what are you looking for, or what do you want? And they're on this rant about, I'm like, I don't even want that.
Right.
Yeah. You just wasted 10 minutes of your breath. So first ask me, what do I want?
Or when you go in and the first question is, what do you want your payment to be?
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
yeah.
Because if you can, that's what it's all about. Because if you can make the payment, then you can have whatever car you want.
Because that's them planting in your mind
exactly
the payment.
Well, and the other thing too is it's like, say, because this is coming from somebody that's been there. Because I was a car salesman. Did you know that, Amber?
Yes. You have said it several times.
Well, there you go. So I was a car salesman, and so this is coming from the car salesman.
The car salesman.
Well, the former one. So the point of it is that say your goal in your budget, because that's how I think when it comes to like money stuff. It's like what am I going to be paying a month on this sucker? And so say it's like $300 a month or whatever, and you find out that due to the trade-in value of your vehicle and the down payment that you're willing to put on this vehicle, you are able to get a GT500 for $300 a month. That ain't gonna happen, but let's just for the sake of example. So now that changes the whole game, because at first it was like, well, we was coming in, we was looking for a minivan, but now it's like, wow, all those, I never really thought of myself owning a GT500, and now I can get one for the same monthly payment. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why their focus is on the payment, is because for you're paying the same amount a month, but for them, it's a bigger commission check.
And this all makes me think about dating.
It makes you think about dating?
Yes, what you guys have been trying to do.
Oh.
So.
We have been trying to date.
No. You've been trying to get me to date.
Yes.
Yes, we're trying.
So, but this is the whole point exactly. Everybody's trying to sell their car, and they don't even know what I want. So don't sell me a car I don't want. Get my drift?
What if the car you want doesn't exist?
It probably does.
Well,
and if it doesn't, if it's in my mind, that's okay.
We'll pick out cars and let you take them for the weekend. See if you just drive this one for the weekend.
Smacks the hood of it. You can fit so many kids in this sucker.
Yeah.
So that's really not an old junker.
Yeah.
Well, we're still
like it.
The dating process. Which, by the way, if you want to win a date with Amber, She doesn't like the word date. If you want to win a good time with Amber, you go to Misunderstood Podcast.
Bring your chainsaw and your gun.
Misunderstoodpodcast.com, and you could fill out the information there, go to the contact us, fill that out. You do not have to actually send a resume, just some information about yourself, or email misunderstoodpod, that's misunderstoodpod@gmail.com.
But I think that's really what this is about, is you guys trying to find a date for Scott. Like, I just kind of get this vibe. It's about you guys trying to find a guy a date.
Scott's looking for a cha-cha sucia. Mexican for dirty girl. Cha-cha sucia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Climb the wall, buddy.
Now,
The wall.
The other way.
I'm glad you said that, Amber, because I looked up your name in Urban Dictionary, okay?
Did you? Oh, gosh.
And this fits the bill.
This is so fun.
This could be, we could put this is what Amber means in the Urban Dictionary. I put my reading voice on here. The best girl you will have on your side. Don't ever lose her, because you will soon lose yourself. She will leave you in awe and just plain amazement. One of the most cutest girls you'll ever meet. Knows how to treat a person as who they are and gets to know you and how you are. Do her wrong and it will mess you up and leave you thinking about what you have done. And then they use Amber in a sentence, or in a paragraph here. Hey, you see her over there? Who is she? Oh, that's Amber, the best girl in the world. Careful, man. Almost every guy hits on her, but not one can have her. Also, watch out for her bad side. Good luck.
That is almost very true.
Let's look up. I want to look up Andrew.
I feel like we've done this.
We
before.
have. We're gonna do it again on the air.
I love that.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Andrew, Greek origin, and means man warrior.
Ooh.
Andrews are athletic and knowledgeable, and sometimes act shy and reserved, but are really outgoing and crazy when you get to know them. They like computers, comics, superheroes.
That is accurate.
Just as much as they like sports, they're the best of both worlds.
That is accurate.
Andrews will be there when you need them, but
That is accurate.
you have to be there for them at the same time.
That
if
is
you are
accurate.
lucky enough to be friends with an Andrew, you are a wild ride.
That is accurate.
Once you meet him, you will never forget him. Andrews are also quick on their feet.
That's
also have a comeback ready for you, so be prepared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes Andrews have ego issues. They like to do the best and are extremely stubborn. They
know
will
about
make
that.
you laugh and make you cry, but you also have to forgive an Andrew no matter what.
That is true.
Also, they like fast cars, drifting. Andrews will scare you shitless. If you ever meet an Andrew, you'll find out real quick that they are an insanely hyper and visit the hospital a lot.
That's
Be
true.
ready. You will probably be in a waiting room forever. If you ever date an Andrew, he will act like he isn't a good boyfriend.
That's
or
true.
isn't good at dating. But
That is
really,
true.
he is amazing, and he's as close as a guy can get to perfect, as well as an amazing kisser. And most importantly, if you ever fall in love with an Andrew, you always remember the time you spent with him, because Andrew will leave a mark on your heart that will never go away. Never let an Andrew go. You are instantly lucky to meet an Andrew.
That is accurate.
Is that true, Taylor?
She's
I don't
probably
know
like,
that she.
yeah, right.
When he comes home
right.
tonight, you let him know.
Let's do.
That's true.
Oh, mine's much shorter. I wonder what that's
Yeah,
supposed
read
to mean.
yours.
Man, I like that description.
Mitchell. Mitchells have a wicked sense of humor and tend to stay inside and play video games. Intelligent but a little odd. Treats people with kindness and spontaneous moments, but can have a rough exterior. Mitchells are normally talented at many things, causing many people to be jealous. They choose to ignore these people, even unfortunately bringing this into his friendships. Overall, though, Mitchells are very good people and can be an amazing friend. Using a sentence, OMG, Mitchell is so hilarious. Quote, I know, right?
That's pretty true, most of that.
That's funny.
That's good.
How do they know?
They don't. That mine. I don't feel like mine. And did you go on Urban? Did you put in the plot for Andrew? Because I know you can request them to do that. Because I'm thinking like
That's so funny.
Amber, like this, it focused on it being a girl and looks wise and a little bit of personality. Me, it basically said I lock myself inside and play video games. And I'm sometimes nice to people. You, Andrew,
You just heard all the negative.
I know,
That's
but
what you do.
Andrew said it's like
The warrior
he's
man
God's gift to
side.
Earth.
You can't change.
I'm gonna start calling you Gold Member.
You can't challenge fate. You can't challenge fate.
You can't fight fate.
It's names that start with A.
What's that?
The names that start with A.
Yeah. I didn't know you could request changes on there.
Yeah.
I knew you could do that kind of stuff on Wikipedia because I did it.
You
one
can
time.
change Wikipedia.
Yeah, I did that one time.
Wikipedia.
One time I changed the I Wikipedia'd Wayne City, Illinois one time when I was in high school, and I added in the demographics. I edited in there. I put it is also home of village idiot Zach Hedden, who was a buddy of mine.
Oh my God!
About 3 months later, it was taken down.
Well, Wikipedia is like the ultimate. Tell any teacher that you trust.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know. I had Miss Campbell in Retton Comp. She was like very anti-Wikipedia. Like if you reference Wikipedia in a paper, it was hell to pay.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that people don't trust Wikipedia because anyone can edit it, which is true.
Oh, really?
Anyone can edit Wikipedia.
It's an open source blog.
Here's the thing, though, about that. So let's say, where was you on 9/11?
Where was you? Where were you?
Where were you on 9/11?
Just helping you out.
Yeah.
Where was I for real?
Answer the darn question, Amber.
You mean like right when it happened, or when the news was?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was in my house.
Okay. And so,
in my living room.
What happened on 9/11?
Things got blown up.
Yeah.
People died.
Exactly. Do you like a little bit more specific? Like what exactly was blown up?
Buildings.
Yeah.
New
Okay.
York City.
So point being,
Twin Towers.
by what? What?
By what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
what?
what?
What blew up what?
The airplane blew up the Twin Towers.
There you go.
But it really wasn't the airplane, it was the pilot that did it.
So, oh my God. So what would happen, say, if Amber told everyone that a van friggin' Dukes of Hazzard ramped into, the World Trade Center, and that's how it happened? What do you think everyone else would do?
That's a hell of a ramp.
Yeah, they would say.
I wish I had been there.
they would have been like, no, that's not true. This cat's an idiot, right?
Right.
So that's how Wikipedia is. Because case in
That's
point.
good to know, because I believe everything I read on.
Yeah, but my case in point was that I edited Wayne City, and in about 3 months it was gone.
Because somebody read it.
Somebody read it, and they was like, "That's dumb. We're taking this down."
That's true. Well, that was good.
So that's my case for supporting Wikipedia.
Okay.
Future shows coming up. We got Joe Wagner. He's going to be coming in for the next episode.
ATVs and more.
Next week we have lined up the end of this week we have Aaron McCormick coming in for his episodes, and many more planned. We're really setting the books. If you are interested in being on the show, you can email us at misunderstoodpod@gmail.com.
We're going to talk about guns next week.
We are. And be watching out, because we're going to be looking into doing a giveaway.
Girls and guns.
Things like that. So on Facebook and stuff. So we're going to be doing a little prize thing. I won't give too many details on that right now, but we want to thank you for listening to the show. Be sure to share the show with your friends, family, coworkers, people that you love. No reason not to. It's free. However, if you would like to support the show, we always appreciate the people that support the show. You can go to our website, misunderstoodpodcast.com, and you can click support the show. And it's easy to do. You could even do monthly things. $1 a month, $5, $10, $20, whatever you want. And you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen to the show wherever you want and share it with people. And I think it's about time to be talking about bringing this one home. What do you think, Andy?
I'm ready. Bring it on home.
And thank you for listening. I'm Mitchell Buds.
I'm Andy Thomason.
Amber Wyrick.
And everybody stay safe. Do not get in too much trouble. And thank you all.